Hello there, this is Cheryl Lentz coming to you at 6 p.m. on my Talkin on Tuesday. So hopefully there'll be some people to join me. I decided to do a fun little Christmas card today. So I did one. We have two great kind of whimsical papers, Sweetest Christmas and the Santa, what is it called? Santa Express. They're kind of fun, whimsical papers. And so I thought I'd make two Christmas cards. So I'm making one that I already made up, but a really nice layout. So I'm doing the same layout with the opposite, with different paper. So just to see the between the two differences. So let's see here. I had a meeting today and that's why I'm coming on late. I also got my hair cut, so it's super short. So it'll be ready for me when I have my surgery. So that'll be good. I don't have to worry about that. My biggest concern will be, how am I going to get my nails done? So I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around. I'll show you that the stamp sets that I used. We'll kind of take a quick peek at the papers, and then we'll start stamping. So here we go. Turning this around. There we go. I usually don't come on at night, but I thought I needed to get my business meeting done, and I wanted to just take a chance here, come on at night. So here we go. So I used, this is the Sweetest Christmas, the one with the candy canes. It's so adorable. And then the other paper I used is Santa's Express, which is so cute. And again, it's kind of whimsical, fun, really non-traditional colors in here. So I thought that was sort of fun. This one is totally traditional, real red and garden green. And it does have blue in it too. But I mean, for the most part, yeah, this one, it has a lot of different colors in it. So I thought that was sort of fun. So I used Jingle, Jingle, Jingle. This was the stamp set for the front of it. And then on the card that I'm doing now, because I'm using this Believe in the Magic, I'm using the Merry Christmas from Santa's Delivery and this little special twinkly little stamp. And then also we have two great sets if you're looking for just for words. So Brightest Glow, beautiful Christmas verses for inside. And then the Very Best Occasions. It has two Christmas ones, which I think are great. This one could be Christmas or Thanksgiving. So it kind of has two Christmas ones, two Thanksgiving, a birthday. You make my life happy. You're so sweet. Thinking of you with comfort and love for a sympathy card, and love you. Mean it, love you, miss you. You're the best. So kind of a fun font. This one too, I think, is really fun because you can add some color to it with your blends, which would be really cool too. So anyhow, we have a lot to choose from. Stampin' Up! Gives us a lot to choose from. So this is the card, the first card that I made. So on this one, I used the Sweetest Christmas. I used our stitched rectangles for the one that I'm going to make, I'm using the stitched rectangles. I did it the same size, and the words Believe just barely fit on there. So we'll see how it looks. I used this beautiful shimmer gold ribbon, 16 inches of that gold ribbon there. And because I use gold, I went ahead and used the brush metallic dots. They come in, I think it's copper, gold, and like silver, I guess, or a brushed silver. Anyhow, I used the gold with this one. So here is my, and again, this is the stamp I use from the Very Best Occasions. And then the little Santa hat comes with the Jingle, Jingle, Jingle. So they have all these cute little ditties that you can do with it. So kind of fun. So for the next one, though, I'm going to use Santa's Express. This one will be totally different because, look, totally non-traditional colors. So this is a mint macaroon. The base is mint macaroon. And then the layer that I'm using is petal pink because that's in the paper, right? So I pulled it off of there. I wanted, because I'm doing the Believe, so the Santa one, I'm going to use this ho 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 paper, and then this is from that same, and I wanted this little sparkle there, and then since we're doing Santa, I did the presents, and then instead of the gold ribbon, I'm using this white, the glittered organdy ribbon on this one I'll use. So to make it a little sparklier. So ta-da. All right. So the big question is, I have not used the Believe stamp. So when I used, when I did the Jolly one, this, the words, the adhesive, okay, let me slow down for a minute. I was using the stamp for the first time. Sometimes when you use a brand new stamp, you don't get good ink coverage. And so I think I was going to do this one in red, but let me show you what that looks like. So let's see if it'll get good coverage. If it doesn't, I'll show you what we'll do. So let me pull it up to the camera. So see how you have all the, hello, Cindy. See how you have all the parts where you can't, no ink is sticking to it. So if you stamp it like that, you're not going to get a good, ta-da, not so good. Okay, so what you can do to remedy that is clean it off, and then I kind of dried it on my, on my pants. And then what I do is I take, I'm just getting some of the wet off, I take the white pearl eraser, and I just go over the whole thing. And you'll be amazed at the difference it makes. So in manufacturing, there's a coating that goes on, and it stays on the stamp. So if you have a stamp with a lot of flat surface, you might have that that same issue where it's doesn't seem to be holding the ink like it should. So you don't get a good stamped image. So here we go. You just want to get all that off of there. Okay, and then I will dry it on my pants again. Da, 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 da. Okay, so here we go. Now I'm going to stamp it again. Ink it up. And now it's nice coverage. Ta-da. Look at the difference. So you have a lot of areas kind of missing, and this one is just nice and dark and perfect. Ta-da. So there we go. So now my other question was, I wasn't sure. I think I was going to do the Believe in the red. And so this is a two-step stamping. So it has an outline. So in this case, I am going to do the outline in the mint macaroon because that's what the base of my card is. So I want to bring that color back in. So I'm just going to do it on this sample paper just to see how it looks, because I wasn't sure about the colors or which one I should do. And let's see here. Yeah, I like that. It's really light, but you can tell a difference, right? So it just barely goes on here, but that's the size I'm going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp it with the red, with the Believe. And I want it at the top because down below here is going to say in the magic. So here we go. So I'm going to stand up here. I'm hoping that I'm not in your way. I'm going to it just barely fits. Let's see here. Oh, I don't think I got it straight. Well, it's okay. It's not so bad. Okay, there's our Believe. And then here is the outline. I think it's easier to do the outline if your words are darker. Go ahead and stamp whatever is darkest and then stamp the other. So if your outline was darker, you can go either back and forth like that. So we're going to say Believe in the magic. And I'm going to do in the magic with the mint macaroon. I'm going to put that right here. Ta-da. And then I am going to bring in the other color, the pink, petal pink, because that's what the layer is. And I'm going to just stamp this cute little star thing because the star's on here. I'm just going to put a little stars in there because I thought I'd put that in the inside too. So now we have that part done. So these are, I told you, are the stitched rectangles. So I'm just going to glue those together here, my two pieces. And I'll give you the sizes. Well, these are the stitch rectangles. So let's see here. So in the layering for the mint macaroon, you would want your cardstock to be like 2x4. We'll cut this out easily, okay? And then for the white cardstock, it would be like 3.5 by like 1.5 or 1 3/4. So there we go. Now, here's my DSP that I thought was fun. So I wanted the Santa, I wanted the stars, I wanted the little presents. So this piece here is 2.5 by 2.5 by 3 3/4. Okay, so if you have a directional print, make sure you're kind of paying attention to that. So here we go. I'm just going to put this one on to the corner here. And here, both of these pieces are the same size. They are 2.5 by 1 3/4. So I put the big one on first, and then I just sort of line up at the top so that I'm getting the same border here. It's going to have a little bit bigger border in the center, but that's okay. That's where our ribbon goes. So here we go. I'm going to start at the bottom there. Okay. There. Ta-da. So now I have my DSP on. Now I'm going to put my ribbon on. So I'm going to take my sparkle ribbon. Make sure I get it flat behind there. I'm going to be moving it off to the side, but when you first put it on, it doesn't matter where you put it. If it's easier to tie in the center, just go ahead and do that. So I make this little 90-degree turn here. And I'm going to hold this. The top one is going to do all the work for me. It's going to come around. And then I'm going to pull. Oops. And I'm watching this top piece right here because I want that nice and flat. There we go. Ta-da. And then I'm going to move it to the side. So I'm just going to bend my cardstock over. And that's where, let's see here. It's going to go there, but I just want to put this in place just to see if that's exactly where I want it. Yeah, that looks good. It doesn't cover up the words or anything. So I will cut my wings. I cut this at 16 inches long, so it's a little bit long, but for me, if I can make it easier for me to tie that bow, have a little extra so I'm not struggling with it if it's too short, that's what I do. And then I'll just cut off the little extra. All right, now we're going to put this up on dimensionals. Here we go. Now on this one, a lot of times I'll put more dimensionals on. I want to make sure that when I put these on, I'm just putting them on in the corner because you remember the ribbon's going to go through here. This ribbon is not bulky, so it doesn't matter as much, but keep that in mind when you are putting it on, putting your dimensionals on, and if it's going to be going over the ribbon. So I'm just going to do like that. Ta-da! All right. And because this is so thin, I'm going to go ahead and just adhere it directly to the base of the card. On the other one, I did pop it up because that gold ribbon is a little bit thicker. But in this case, it's not. So I'm just going to put a little glue right down the ribbon. Oops, let's go here. A little more on the side here. Ta-da! There we go. All right. So totally non-traditional colors in here, but it's fun. And it's the paper and how I just think it went really well. The Believe went really well with the Christmas, with this paper, with the ho, 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 and the Santa coming, and there we go. So for the inside, I thought I would do just the Merry Christmas, and that's from the Santa's Delivery set. So I'm going to do that in red. Let's see here. And that's covering pretty good. I think I'll do a little, I'll use the rubber band again, or the rubber band. Holy cow, where'd that come from? I will use my white pearl eraser just so I get it a little bit better. We're going to take that coating off of there. So I'm just erasing. You can do this with on your red rubber ones too, but it just makes a huge difference if you're not getting good coverage. You just have to take that off. Eventually it comes off, you know, when you're using it and washing it and using it and washing it, but you want to have a nice coverage. You put in too much work in your cards to not have it look good, right? So here's this one. Let's put it right next to this one. And it's so much darker. Here's here where I was missing some. So, all right. Nice that they're photopolymer, so you can see exactly where you want to place them. So here's this. Merry Christmas. And then I'm going to use this little star thing too again with the petal pink. There we go. There. Maybe we'll do a third one here. We're going to do one right here. Ta-da. Kind of fill that in a little. All right. Glue, here it is. There we go. And we'll get that on there. There we go. Ta-da. Put it inside. It's a pretty snappy thing, but I love that you get to use 3 different pieces of the designer paper. So kind of mix and match. I mean, it's all made to mix and match. So play around with it. Play around with the different patterns and the colors that you want to have come out. So let me just cover these before I'm wearing them. And I'll put 2 of them side by side. So here's one, and here's the other one. Christmas, traditional Christmas and not so traditional Christmas. But I think this one needs a little extra sparkle. So I'm going to take these. These are red and green adhesive back pearls. They are in the holiday book also. Oh, I have more ink open. Oh my goodness sakes. Come on, get it all closed. Okay, here we go. My question looking at these was if I should use, this is the red is bold red, you know, that looks nice. And then this is the green, which looks soft, and it looks like this green. So do I use the green? It still gives a sparkle. Or do I use the red? I mean, if I put it down here, that kind of disappears. I think I like the green. Something different. And then they have silver and gold. But I thought we would use, I'm going to do the green, I think. Because it will show up on here. I like these because they're so tiny. There we go. And I'll put one over here. Ta-da! So just a little something to have some extra dimension on it. So here we go. Here's our two Christmas cards. I haven't done a whole lot, but it's a really fun set. So you could use it with the framing. You know, you could do it 2-step, or you could just do the solid. You could do just the outline and color it in with blends. So you could do kind of a variegated, like have it like an ombre look with the blends. You could do a lot of different things. So on Friday, perhaps that's what I'll show. I'll kind of play around with this set some more. The other word it has is jingle. So maybe I'll do that and do a couple different cards with it. But lots of fun. Our DSP is fabulous. and just to go along with some of the word sets is just fun. So that's it. I'm going to turn the camera around. Here we go. Let's see here. There we go. Yep, I got it. Didn't know if I hit the right button. I did. Hello, Jenny. All right. So that's what I have for you tonight. Playing with two of our fabulous Christmas DSP, Sweetest Christmas and Santa's Express. And we have so many options with our Christmas sets. It's just totally fun. But the Jingle 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 is just kind of a fun, whimsical stamp set that I thought went well with the whimsical paper. So thanks for joining me. I will be back tomorrow. I will for Winging It on Wednesday, and I believe I'm going to have another monkey cut kit. I have to check and see what got finished today. So with all that said and done, have a great night. I will see you tomorrow. Please join me. Thank you. Bye-bye.